What's up? Matt Ackerson here, the founder of AutoGrow.co, and welcome to video 1 in my 4-part free funnel training series. This funnel training series is titled the 6-Figure Sales Funnel, and in it I'm going to be giving you my exact blueprint for how to create an automated marketing funnel that will generate over $100,000 in new leads and new sales revenue for your business annually. Now, this training isn't for everyone. I designed it for some specific types of businesses and some specific types of entrepreneurs. So let me tell you about that, and then let me give you an overview of what you can expect to get from today's presentation and the remaining videos in this free training. So let's go check it out. All right, so we're over at my desk now, and here's what you need to know. The 6-Figure Sales Funnel training is my shortcut to you for creating a $100,000 sales and lead generation funnel that will bring you results week after week on autopilot. This training, I've designed it to help you get started and get results fast on your journey to a $100,000 sales funnel. Now, I developed the training for some specific types of people, namely digital marketers, startups, and do-it-yourself small business owners who sell professional services, info products, or who have clients who maybe you want to help sell online more effectively. Now, before I go any further, I want to tell you about the super common mistake I see other marketers still making in defining what a sales funnel is. So, it's really hard to believe how common this mistake is, because making this mistake leads to a broken marketing funnel that will cost you money, cause you frustration, and not deliver the leads, sales, and profits that you seek and that, frankly, I seek for you to achieve. They might say, oh, a sales funnel is an email sequence, or it's a set of pages at checkout, right, where you upsell customers on additional products. Or they might even say it's retargeting. Retargeting, you know, those ads that follow you around the web after you leave a website. Some even call that a funnel. All these definitions are wrong. They are wrong because they are really only a piece of the puzzle. So here's a complete definition of what a sales funnel is. And when you take it to heart and understand it, your path to more leads, more profits, and more freedom to work on rather than in your business, that is key, working on rather than in your business, will be clear. Sound pretty good so far? Okay. A sales funnel is a series of steps that leads a prospect towards a purchase decision and that works to maximize the value of that relationship. Once again, a sales funnel is a series of steps. Those steps might be composed of call to action buttons, landing pages, emails, retargeting ads, right? A series of steps that lead a prospect towards a purchase decision and that works to maximize the value of the relationship with the prospect. Okay? For example, a friend of mine, he has one of the smartest marketing funnels out there, and his name is Brennan Dunn. He's the founder of doubleyourfreelancing.com. The steps in Brennan's funnel consist of content and today ads that work to attract thousands of prospects into his funnel every single week, consists of landing pages and offers that convert them into email subscribers, and finally, a sophisticated nurturing and email follow-up sequence that turns those passive prospects into new and repeat customers and generates 7 figures in sales revenue annually. I'll talk more about Brennan and the anatomy of his 7-figure sales funnel in video 4 coming up. But as you can see, smart, successful marketers like Brennan, they're leveraging the sales funnel to grow not just a 6-figure income, but a 7-figure online business. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're watching here today because you want a 6-figure sales funnel for your business. Now, the most common reasons why people don't create one is because they don't know how. They think that creating a sales funnel will just take too long, that it requires some special technical expertise. They believe perhaps that it's expensive and requires a big investment of money. Or maybe they're just skeptical that it's even a real thing. I've heard some people say, oh, is the sales funnel concept just BS? Well, these beliefs are all wrong, and in this training series, I'm going to prove it to you. In fact, my promise to you is that in this free training series, I'm going to show you how to create a basic automated marketing funnel for less than $83 in tools and in as little as 30 minutes per day. Because here's the thing. While it's true that a six-figure sales funnel will help you have more freedom to do the work that you love and to work on rather than in your business, that it will put you in the driver's seat so that you feel more in control and so that you're not worrying each month about where your next client is going to come from. And in general, yes, it's true that it will give you more free time and options, whether you want to travel, invest the profits back into growing your business, or into just having some fun with friends, family, or coworkers. While all of that is true, it's also true that you actually don't need advanced technical skills to create your own successful sales funnel. You don't need to be a copywriting genius. You don't need years of experience or to wait months to start seeing results. You don't even need connections, partners, or some kind of secret silver bullet formula. And you don't need an ad budget. To create a successful sales funnel for your product or service, you don't need any of that. All you need to do is use the simple, easy to follow blueprint to success that I'm going to give you as part of my six-figure sales funnel training program. Now, before I give you my 3F's funnel framework, which helps ensure your funnel is built in the right order and without missing any key ingredients, before I do that, here's a quick example to illustrate how creating a working marketing funnel is easier and more affordable than you think. According to recent research from research firms Ascend2, eConsultancy, and Forbes magazine, email marketing was cited by digital marketers as both the easiest and as the most effective in terms of return on investment, or ROI, than any other marketing tactic. Let me repeat that. The easiest and the most effective. And why does this matter? Well, it matters because email is one of the most important elements in your sales funnel. An automated email follow-up sequence done the right way is what can take a website that converts at a measly 1% of its traffic into sales and leads and easily triple that. And yes, I'm going to give you a simple formula that you can use to write your first email sequence in under 60 minutes coming up in video number 2. But that's just for starters, because by the end of this free training, you'll feel confident not just in my ability to help you generate leads and sales, but confidence in your own ability to apply what I teach you here to get results fast. The tips and strategies I'm about to give you for building your first funnel may sound, at times, surprisingly simple, but they work, and they work if you apply them. So, without further ado, without hype, without fluff, without any sort of belief in silver bullet formulas, let's dive in. The first thing you need to know relates back to the definition that a complete sales funnel must do all three things to be effective for you. It must attract, it must convert, and it must follow up. That's what the 3F's framework gives you, and it's the basis for not just the template for any successful marketing funnel, but it tells you how to prioritize building each stage or layer of your funnel. Here's what it says. A working sales funnel must have a foundation, that's your website or key landing pages. This is the middle layer of the funnel, and without it, traffic doesn't matter because you won't have anywhere to send people without it, and neither would the second F, which is at the bottom of your funnel. That's your follow-up. In the follow-up stage, you are generating your leads and sales by automatically following up with prospects via a special email nurture sequence and with retargeting ads. This part of the funnel should be built out second because done right, it amplifies your sales and lead generation rate by a factor of 3 or more. Without it, you would only be converting at around 1% of your traffic if you're lucky. The final layer is the third F at the top of your funnel, which we call fuel. Since you can think of your funnel like a machine or an engine, the fuel would be the key to attracting and pumping into the funnel a growing flow of traffic. We'll use our special content marketing formula to fuel traffic into the funnel, but Later on, as you'll see, we'll also touch on ads as an option. So, foundation, follow-up, and fuel. You now know the 3 essential stages that are required for creating a successful funnel from scratch. You also know the order in which that they should be implemented. This is valuable because it means you can start seeing results sooner and you won't waste time guessing about what to do next. Because the thing is, well, that's exactly what I did. Earlier in my entrepreneurial career, I wasted a ton of time bouncing around from one marketing idea to another, and sometimes I would do something and it would work, but it never seemed to last, and then I'd move on to the next thing. I was like a spinning top. This training that I'm giving you here, it's the blueprint that I wished I could have given my younger self back then. In fact, when I started my first business as a 19-year-old college sophomore, we built the website for, it was a coupon business, and we worked tirelessly to drive traffic, and it worked sometimes. You know, it would spike, but then it would tank, and we'd have to go out and do something else. But really, all we got from that experience was, from working tirelessly, we just got tired. We didn't know how to convert the traffic, or how to keep bringing people back, or how to turn a customer that was worth $10 into what should have been 10 times that or more. When I started AutoGrow.co in 2010 as a web design business, I was hustling and networking like crazy. And that hard work, well, it paid off. Because in less than 10 months after starting the company, we had generated over $100,000 in revenue, peaking at $30,000 per month, with healthy profit margins, and we had a team of 7 full-time people. Unfortunately, things did turn dark after that. I remembered lying on my couch one night, staring at the ceiling fan and thinking, how did that all just happen? Well, what had happened is that after losing a big client and having a couple of other projects stall, I was forced to make the tough decision to lay off most of our team in order to save the business, because overhead was just too high. The question that haunted me for months after that was, how do I fix it? How do I fix it? Because it just didn't make sense to me. There were businesses consistently doing millions of dollars in sales a day. And what did they know that I didn't? What were they doing that I was missing? Meanwhile, at the same time, the bills, they started to stack up, and I personally went deep into 5 figures worth of debt. I remember one of the scariest days of my life was waking up, checking my bank account, and seeing that it was negative $3,000 because a check had been cashed in advance of when it should have been. But despite these setbacks, I kept plugging away, and eventually something clicked. I did some side consulting around this time for a multi-million-dollar web marketing firm and learned from their founder, Ilya Posin. Perhaps the most important thing I learned from Ilya was that they never had to worry as a company about knocking on doors or having a quote-unquote down month because they had a lead generation funnel. So I was hungry to learn and to keep growing as fast as possible. So around this time, I also began dabbling in creating a SaaS company and in info products. I just wanted to learn. I was hungry to succeed. Just wanted to figure out what that missing piece was. As a result of taking action, I began to see the patterns behind what worked and what didn't. Finally, when I met Brennan Dunn along with some of the other smart entrepreneurs through Andrew Warner's Mixergy Mastermind Group, I made that final critical connection, and all the remaining pieces of the puzzle fell into place. The connection was this idea of a 2-step sales process wherein you attract prospects by offering something of real value, something that helps them to solve a specific problem for their business or in their lives, and then you convert that traffic into email subscribers and nurture that relationship up to the point where you make an offer. Now, a lot of marketers are keen to say, the money is in the list. That's not true. Others might say, well, it must be in the relationship with the list. And that's a bit closer, but I have to agree with Frank Kern on this one. The money is actually in the value that you provide your email list. Because it is only by building a positive association in the prospect's mind where she sees, Okay, she put in a little bit of time to absorb what you gave her and receive something of value in return. That exchange of time for value builds up a mountain of goodwill. The association in her mind is then solidified as one of, hey, I put in some time, I got value, perhaps if I invest some money, I'll get much more value. And the relationship can continue to grow from there with an opportunity to make additional offers as long as you keep earning your prospect's trust. This insight was critical to helping me build multiple six-figure funnels both for AutoGrow.co as well as for our clients' businesses across a variety of markets and industries. I'm excited to share some of these examples with you coming up, and I think that you'll actually like and relate to their stories. In video 2 coming up in a couple of days, we'll be getting down to business, and I'm going to show you the deceptively simple funnel blueprint that my team and I use to get our clients results, whether they are selling info products, professional services, or a hybrid of both. But here's the final high-level strategy I want you to think about in the meantime. I call it the law of alignment, and like the other tips and strategies in this training series, once you hear it, you're going to say to yourself, well, that makes a lot of sense. And it might even be an aha moment for you as well. So imagine this for a second. Imagine if you could read the minds of your target prospects, that you could understand their fears, their hopes, their dreams and desires. How much easier would it be to sell to someone whose mind you could read like that? It would be pretty easy, right? Well, the law of alignment says that the more in tune your offer, your landing pages, and your email and ad copy is with who your target prospect is and what they want, the more likely they are to convert within your funnel. Again, the law of alignment says that the more in tune your offer is with who your target prospect is and what they want, the more likely they are to convert. As far as how to read your prospect's mind, you'll learn more about that in video lesson number 2 and video number 4, so stay tuned for that. So that's it for today's lesson. In video number 2's lesson, we're going to build on the law of alignment and the 3 F's funnel framework, and we're going to start filling in the foundation and follow-up layers of your marketing funnel. I'm going to teach you how to implement it as if it was a paint-by-numbers portrait. So that way you're going to see it's easier than you ever thought possible. You're going to see that the process is simple, and you're not going to feel overwhelmed. I'm also going to give you 3 cheap, easy-to-use tools that you can use right now to start generating leads and sales and to build out your funnel's foundation and follow-up. The third one is actually one of my favorites because if you offer a service, it will help you scale and productize your service so leads are much more qualified by the time you speak with them on the phone. And if you're selling info products, it will help you increase your revenue and overall conversion rate. I'm really excited to share these tips and strategies with you. But do me a favor in the meantime. Go ahead and leave a comment with your feedback in the box directly below this video. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd like to hear what you're most excited to get from this free training series. That's all for now, and I will see you in the next video coming in just 2 days.